Fishing the Flats with host Henry Waschuk and Billy Clyde is brought to you in part by Andros Boatworks, built for those that demand quality. Butcher's Best by Marcangelo Foods. Mirror Lure. Turn on the bite anytime. Tie on a Mirror Lure. Oh Hero. Fishing products you can count on.
Oh, hey, nice! Look at that. Look at the size of this fish. Welcome to another great episode of Fishing the Flats. I'm Henry Waschuk. I tell you, we got 3 great adventures for you this week. We're going to start off in Grand Bahama Island. And I tell you, we're going to go for the good old barracuda. Then we're coming back to Florida in shallow water flats with our little Andros and looking for some nice wintertime trout. And finally, we're finishing off in Boca Grande, Florida for Goliath grouper. Stay tuned, it's going to be great. Good one. Stay on, baby. Stay on. Look at those teeth.
Be a dog. Be a dog. Now we're in them. Pretty, pretty. Come on, man. Woo! I got him, babe. Woo! Look at that.
Today we're doing a grilled cobia with a roasted cherry tomato sauce. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Coming up, live target cudas.
Wow. You need to go to a dentist.
This segment of Fishing the Flats is brought to you in part by Baker Hookout Tools.
We start our first adventure this week on the east end of beautiful Grand Bahama Island. Only 40 minutes from Fort Lauderdale. It's here at East End Lodge where Henry and Captain Billy Clyde will fish the inside flats for the great barracuda. With sharp teeth and incredible speed, these saltwater fish are one of the most exciting to stock in the shallow water flats.
Oh, enemies.
All right. It's a big cuda.
Come on.
Look how fast he's coming back in the boat. He's right there.
All right. He's behind here. All right. Cuda action. Yes, indeed. I'm just surprised he hasn't jumped.
Ooh, you thought about it right there.
Yeah. We had this wind come up and we said, you know what? Let's get back into a channel. And boy, we've had 5, 6 great strikes. This one here, I think he's got that both hooks, I think, and you can see I'm bringing him around here now. Come on.
There he is.
Oh yeah. Let's get you up to the top a bit. All right. There he is. Come on. He's only got the one hook in him.
Fastest fish in the bay right there, man. They are something else.
Oh, all right. Just behind the head.
All right.
Be careful.
We're messing with the toothy critters today, huh?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Make sure.
All right, bud.
All right, Billy. Let's see this guy.
All
We
right.
drifted into this nice little sandbar. Be careful.
Real careful here.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see the hook. All right. Say aw.
Come on.
Come on. Boy. Got that single hook back there.
Not wanting to give it up.
There you go.
All right.
What a gorgeous fish.
Beauty. Fun fight. Fun fighting fish.
Yeah. Nice fish. All right, let's get him in.
All right.
Into the tide rip. Oh, there he goes. He's fine. He's fine.
See ya.
Yeah, I tell you what, they've got enough energy. Way to go.
All right.
Hank's Tip of the Week is brought to you by Cargo Bed. Roll your world inside out.
I tell you what, there's nothing like fishing for barracuda. They're such a great game fish. You know, they sit suspended in water and you get to see that big shadow and you just get all pumped up. And let me tell you a few tips how you're gonna make sure you get your big cuda. First of all, for rods. You know, I'm using now the O'Hero Platinum Series, Gold Series, but the Platinum itself is a great rod, but you wanna use a heavy action rod. Because I tell you what, sometimes these barracuda will get 3 to 5 feet long. You want to make sure you want to be able to handle them. But I tell you, they're a great rod. The other thing is about braid. I tell you, I've been using the O'Hero braid line, and it's just an awesome line. Casts far, but the line class you want to use for barracuda is 30 pounds. Especially, you'll handle big fish, especially if your drag set properly, you won't have any problem. But the big thing is the bait. Live target, I'm telling you, makes this herring that is unbelievable. This one here, double jointed, in the water, it's got a great wobble, and it's a slow sinking, and it's got a fast sinking. And I tell you what, they're unbelievable. They just work back and forth, and they actually make a nice noise. When you see it in the water, it just flips back and forth, and the barracuda just love it. They're a great bait, and I tell people you don't have to use a long leader. You know, I've never had a really big fish inhale it all the way. They hit it pretty well sideways, and I'm telling you what, the first thing you know, they're just gonna come out of the water. They're such an awesome fish. And you can see here, there's a variety of baits, different colors. This one here, and it's certainly caught a lot of barracuda. You can see the marks on it, but I tell you what, it still catches fish. Doesn't matter what, but I tell you, great bait, give it a try, you'll catch yourself a barracuda.
Listen to that drag.
Good one. Stay on, baby, stay on.
Oh gosh, that was a big flash out there. I'm telling you, Henry, what a smoker.
I know, unbelievable. I tell you, some of the best fishing I've had in a long time, especially going to one lodge, man, oh man.
You get to see it all, you know,
Yeah.
it's everything is so visual, the water's so clear. About to jump,
All
coming
right.
up. Listen to that drag.
All right.
Should he made that first run, he almost
Yeah.
spooled me and he was going up current.
Yeah,
Thank goodness he wasn't going down current.
yeah. We're
Tell you
good.
what, I'm impressed with these O'Hero rods, man. They've caught some big fish this week.
Yeah. All right. All right. Okay, Billy.
All right.
This is going to be a tough grab on this fish because he's got
Yeah.
all the hooks on this side. All right, come on now. Yeah, let me get him into the boat first, and then we'll deal with that.
All right.
All right, hang on. Hang on.
Come on in.
All right, now if we get that hook out in the bottom there,
Okay.
this is a big fish. This one here, so I can actually,
Hold him up and show him off a little.
yeah. Because I tell you, you got to be really careful.
Oh, look at the teeth on that one.
I know. Okay.
Goodness.
Look at this fish.
And that is what, oh, the hook
Yeah.
just plopped right out.
Look at those teeth.
Now that is the lure of choice here, I promise you.
For barracuda.
They can't say no. Tell you what,
Look at those teeth.
that's a face only a mother could love, huh?
Look at the length on that fish. Wow. And let me get him in the water. Be very careful.
Yeah, watch your fingers.
All right, buddy, let me just hold you right here for a minute. Look
Tell
at
you
this.
what, that is a fun fighting fish right there.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna let you go here. Swim off.
We'll catch you again next time.
Woo, baby,
See ya.
baby, baby. Way to go.
All right. No, he's pretty nice. He's 24 inches. Look at that.
Coming up, scrappy shallow water
He's gonna burn
trout.
another one out there, Henry.
segment of Fishing the Flats is brought to you in part by Wild River, the next generation of tackle bags.
Our second stop this week takes us into skinny waters with our Andros skiff. The inshore waters from Pine Island Sound all the way north to Sarasota Bay are full of life. From the beautiful grass flats and sand holes, stocking fish is an exciting and great way to catch them. The main fish that cruise these waters are redfish, snook, and of course sea trout.
Be a dog. Be a dog. Nope, another one the same size. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I got a dog. I got a dog, Henry. Now we're in them.
Yeah.
I wish
All
we
right,
had
this one was hit. Top, something grabbed this guy.
Well, we have got a pretty nice one on right here.
All right, let me get this guy off so I make room. Well, I tell
Ooh,
you,
look at that big old mouth.
just hang on, I'll be right with you, Billy. There you go. Trout.
Getting bigger. Getting a little bigger. They're growing up a little bit. We're just saving the big girl for last.
Last, first, in the middle, I don't care. Keep her head down. All right, come on, baby. Come on. Stay, open up your mouth.
Won't do it, huh?
There you go. I got him.
Getting a little bigger.
Oh, come
Ain't
on.
quite up to par, but
Yep,
he's skinny too. He's
Yeah.
probably just rode out or something.
just on that
Just got rid of her
mirror
eggs.
lure minnow.
Yeah, the Miro minnow. I'll tell you what, they love it. Love,
Yeah,
love, love it.
definitely long and lean.
Yeah, long and skinny.
Yep.
We'll find one up here that's still got her eggs in her.
Okay.
Either that or a belly full of mullet.
There you go, buddy.
This week's resort feature is brought to you by the top-selling Fishin' Guy app.
Experience the feeling of Florida as it was meant to be at this classic resort in the heart of Gasparilla Island. With beautiful ocean beaches around the corner, the Gasparilla Inn and Club has been a premier destination on Florida's pristine Gulf Coast since 1913, offering a resort experience to forever remember. Accommodations range from deluxe king rooms to quaint cottages just steps away from the main inn. The spacious main dining room is at the heart of the main culinary experiences that delight guests at the Gasparilla Inn and Club. And on top of everything, if you want to hit the links, the Gasparilla Inn Golf Course in Boca Grande is perhaps one of Florida's best-kept golfing secrets.
Please let the right one eat. Like, I was in here yesterday or 2 days ago, and there's actually schools. I mean, schools of big ones. You'll see 10 the size of the ones that we just caught, and then you look to your left and there's 2 of them that are just 28, 30 inch long,
Wow.
just giants. Those are the ones we need to hook.
Easier said
Yeah.
than done.
Much, but
You know, you get these 24 to 25 inch fish that are all over the place.
yeah, a little
They-
quicker. It's a pretty good one.
Not bad.
I just had another hit up there, so maybe if you throw up in there
Let's
right
see
now.
what size this one needed. A small one?
No, he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right.
You just go ahead and burn another one out there, Henry.
Huh?
Catch another one.
All right.
Oh, I got this one. All right, so. Come on. Slowly but surely, getting bigger.
Still a nice sized trout.
Yeah.
Good for the table. And then on to the grill.
Broke a hook. Pretty one. Pretty, pretty. I'm gonna go catch his mama. Get out of here.
Coming up, the Fishing the Flats team hooks a monster.
Look at that.
This segment of Fishing the Flats is brought to you in part by Rockport Rattler Jig, the dinner bell for fish.
Our third fishing adventure takes us to the famed waters of Boca Grande, Florida. If you're looking for big fish, this is an area that produces. Old docks and pylons are not only home to snook, and big snook at that. They are also home to the always hungry Goliath grouper. Both of these fish like structure. The question is, can you get them out when they take your bait?
Okay. You on?
Definitely messing with
I got it. Come on, Ben, pull! Is he taking drag or no?
No, we're good.
You got your wrapped or
We're
what?
wrapped around a piling right now. But
There you go. You got him. You got him out. You got him out. Pull, Ben, pull! Pull!
hit hard.
Hold on, Ben, hold on.
Woo, baby, come on.
Come on, Ben, pull! Pull, bud. Pull, get him out of there.
Come on, G-Money.
All right, I'm gonna keep it in reverse, Ben. You just hold that spool.
I got him, baby.
Got him in open water now, bud. Now it's all over but the grunting. Pull him on up.
Here we go.
There he is.
Bring it up.
There's the collar. That's a big one.
Woo,
That's a
baby.
big one.
Lift it up.
Woo! Look at that. Woo!
Awesome.
Good job, Ben.
Yeah, baby. Good work with swimming that bait in there.
It's over 400 pounds.
Yeah, you knew. If it's gonna eat that ray, it's gonna be big. Florida State University has asked us to start measuring and tagging these fish. So we're pulling them up, getting measurements of them, getting a length and girth measurement, so they can start assessing the stocks a little bit better. Because you know, not a lot of people catch fish this size. So when we catch them this big, they don't really have a lot of data on them, and they'd like to get as much data as they can.
6 foot 6 inches, 6.5 feet.
Yep. And then go around the girth. Now what we do is, obviously we can't hang this fish up and measure it, so we have to get a length and a
5 foot.
girth measurement. We got 5'3" around and 6'6" long. So isn't it crazy? They're almost as long, or almost as big around as they are
Do
long.
the math real good. You could give us a guesstimation.
Well, yeah, there's a formula that we put into on the computer. All right, big girl, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a nice fish.
There you go. Watch you swim off like a big old submarine.
Yep. Oh, she's fine. Look at her go.
That is a big fish, bud.
This week's recipe is brought to you by Primo Grills and Smokers, the total culinary experience.
Hi, I'm Steve Adams from Fishing the Flats. Today we're doing a grilled cobia with a roasted cherry tomato sauce. I've got a really nice piece of cobia with the skin taken off. I'm gonna start the sauce right now. This roasted cherry tomato sauce is really good. You can have it on pasta. I'm gonna serve it with the fish. I've got a smoking hot baking pan on the Primo grill, and I'm gonna start off with some olive oil. This is really hot. You can just see it. We're gonna add in whole garlic, just like that. We're gonna add in some onions. We're gonna throw our cherry tomatoes in. That's gonna give a fantastic roasted taste to your sauce. And I've got some fresh herbs. You can basically put in whatever you like. There's some fresh basil. It's always gotta be fresh basil, some fresh oregano, a little bit of thyme. Now, I'm on direct heat at the moment. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna caramelize these onions, bring the sweetness out in these little cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna put it onto the indirect side now, right over here. There we go. That looks good. That's gonna settle down right now. We're gonna slow cook that at a fairly high heat. I'll come back and I'll check that 15 minutes. I can smell that sauce right now. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. See how it's caramelized? Look at that. Now I'm gonna take this off right now because we're gonna get ready for the fish. Look at that. See those little crunchy bits on the bottom? That's what you want. Now what you can do with this sauce, and if you don't like chunky, then you can puree it into a sauce and have whatever consistency you want, but I'm going chunky on this one. Now, I'm gonna oil the fish because all my flavor is coming from here, but I'm just gonna put like a little bit of olive oil on here, like that. Just over the top, just so it doesn't stick. A little bit of perfect spice right on the top, like that. Flip it over. A little more oil. Just a bit. Some perfect spice. And we're gonna go on direct. Presentation side down, so that's the presentation side is right there. So, and I'm gonna go on an angle on the hottest spot, and then when we flip, we're gonna go to another hot spot. So I'm going right there. You can tell by the sizzle, that's looking good. I'm gonna put the lid down for a few minutes. It's a nice piece of fish, not too thick. It's gonna take a few minutes. I can let it go for a couple. Well, let's see if the fish is ready to flip. Oh yeah, look at that. A new spot right over here. The grill marks on that. I've added some peppers over here and some, these are little mini peppers. Look at that. That's gonna go really well. And some little mushrooms. That looks really good. We'll let that go for a couple more minutes. Okay, I think it's done. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Yep. Let's see, the fish gonna release. Oh yeah. Look at that. I'm telling you. People eat with their eyes. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You can't get better than that. That's a grilled cobia with a roasted cherry tomato sauce. I'm Steve Adams for Fishing the Flats.
Closed captioning has been provided to you by The Fin Shop, one-stop shopping for all your fishing needs.
Here's what we have in store next week. Monster shallow water grouper.
Anything less.
Classic rooster fish from Mexico. The wonderful world of kayak fishing. And another great recipe.
Fishing the Flats with host Henry Waschuk and Billy Clyde was brought to you in part by Andros Boatworks, built for those that demand quality. Butcher's Best by Marcangelo Foods. Mirrolure, turn on the bite anytime. Tie on a Mirrolure. Oh Hero Fishing, conquering the fishing world.